Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Haritha and my kunya is Salim. Welcome to my channel. It's been 2 days. How's with Sikwana view? A very quick one. You see, back then in the university, during one of our usual programs, Friday programs, where we just go and he treats question and answers regarding life generally, and Sahih Buhari class on Wednesdays. There was a time somebody asked question, I think from the brother side, if you're, used to or familiar with university masjids in Nigeria, you would know that there's usually demarcation. The brothers have their side and the sisters have their side. So I think from the brother's side, somebody asked him a question. I don't remember the question, but then in his response, he said something that thing was halal. However, he would advise that I don't know if he says scholars advice or um, he's advising that the fact that that thing is halal doesn't mean the person should do it, and that certain things might be halal, but if you weigh the potential consequences of what that thing can cause to you, and basically your life or any aspect of your life, you let it go. Now, away from all that, what is this about? Even though I don't remember the question that was asked, I picked something from there, which is the fact that something is halal doesn't mean you must do it if the potential consequences are a lot. The fact that you can do something does not mean you should do it. You understand? And that is something that is missing in lots of our homes and our lives. We feel, oh yeah, because I can, I will do it. Hey, well, but it's halal, it's not haram. Yeah, it's halal, but we need to employ, more emotions, empathy, logic sometimes too, into a lot of the choices that we make. Specifically in polygyny, there are, certain things I would implore both men and women to be very considerate about when making these decisions. Number one, as a man, I don't know how much you have come to hate your wife. And I'm using that word hate because or maybe dislike, or maybe tired of her, or maybe you don't just like her anymore or something. That you would think the best time to initiate polygyny is while she is pregnant or nursing a newborn. Subhanallah. No. I mean, it's halal, but it's not the same. And I'm not doing anything. I can. Yes, you can. It's halal. It's not the same. You can. But it doesn't mean you should. The thing is, like I do say, sometimes men try to explain the pain of a woman, especially on things that they would never ever be in the position to feel. So some men, there are some over-sabi men who think they understand us better than we do understand ourselves. So these are the kind of men you will see at the front line explaining period pain. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that pregnancy time is very challenging for every woman. Even though the woman does not have very draining morning sickness and all of that, the hormonal changes are happening, and it does not matter how easy that pregnancy is, she does not feel herself. That's just the truth. It might be easier for some than others, but she does not feel herself at that time. So that is just not the right time to initiate polygyny. She already has something that she's dealing with. Pregnancy is not a joke. So it's a turn off for me when some men come and they want to have an opinion on it. Oh, but some women will do it like this. Some women will just do this and they will just do that on something you've never experienced and you never will experience. I would say just shut up, really. So it's a wrong time. Don't do it. But you can, yes, you can, but it doesn't mean you should. It's halal, yes, it's halal, but it doesn't mean you should. If not for anything, just probably think of the old times and think of the times she used to mean a lot to you. And just let her have the moment. Pregnancy is how many months? It's not like 9 years, it's 9 months. When she's bouncing back from all of that, phase, pregnancy and the breastfeeding phase, 6 months, her body takes longer. Women's body take years. Yes, I know they say, oh, 1 year and a half, some say 2 years, but it takes years. And some articles says there are some you never recover from. You just don't heal, you get used to it. But at least at that phase, at that early stage, that pregnancy stage, it should be a no. Then that early stage where, just few months after she's still nursing, she's still, emotional roller coaster, someone who has just, put to bed, the labor, having to, sleepless nights to nurse baby. Do not add your own problem because you want to satisfy whatever aspects of your desire. Do not add to it for her. And then you say, oh, if she has Iman, if she puts her trust in Allah, and it will be so easy for her. It's always easier for men to say things because they know they would never be in the position to feel that. Subhanallah. We've had cases where women lost their babies, miscarried their babies because of this. I know a sister, this is not hearsay. Two sisters. One was pregnant, I think she was about 7 to 8 months when the husband said he wanted to take another wife. Why? Like, why? And this sister, she took it well. She handled it. We're like, oh wow, she's so mashallah, Iman. But what happened? She lost one of her hearing. It's not usually how much drama a woman is able to show. There are some women you see and you're praising them for being so understanding and patient with that thing, but the damage that thing is causing to their bodies, they can't even explain it. You are oblivious of what she's going through. You do not know. You have zero idea. Because you know is exactly why you should just be considerate because you don't even know the feelings, right? Now, the second sister was pregnant for her first trimester, and that was when the preparation stage for the man, like of all times. If you haven't mentioned it and then it happens that she takes him, just put it on hold. Like, why is it so difficult? I don't know. But we cannot put our life on hold for her. We cannot, that's not putting your life on hold. It's not a forever journey she's on. It's just few months. And this journey, don't make it look like it's her thing. It's a collective thing. Like it's the both of you in it. You're supposed to be a team. So don't now make it look like the baby is her thing and anything I do for her now, I'm just doing it for her. You're doing it for the both of you. So she miscarried the baby. She was so broken, she miscarried that baby. And there are worse scenarios. The day I posted about this on my status, somebody mentioned that this is even better. There was someone who got married, who did wedding shortly. I don't even know how she, but if I see the screenshot of our chat, I'll post it. The second part of this that something we do that I also find highly inconsiderate and insensitive. Simply because, oh, but I can, oh, but it's halal, it's not haram, we can do that. Is marrying someone close to your wife. Let me rephrase that. Marrying someone your wife knows on personal level. But what a lot of you do is you don't even stop there. You don't even do that level. That's even too basic for you. You go for your wife's friend. You go for your wife's friend. Of all people in the world, I mean, polygyny is difficult for women, especially first wives. No matter how, yes, every woman has what they are dealing with in polygyny. The person who have it the hardest, if we like, let's argue it, but it's what it is the first wife. Because she is the one who chose something different from what she currently have. Even though she knows there was a potential, there was a possibility of you doing it, she also had the possibility in her mind that, oh, my man might never do this. So there is that switch that she will deal with for long, if not for the rest of her life with you. So when you now want to even go on this journey, choosing someone she knows just makes it worse. Yeah. I mean, this is also the point where I have something to say to the women. Because I know desperation, makes a lot of you not to think anymore. Especially if the man is well to do, you just want to get there and get your own share. So you can throw anything on anyone under the bus. You can throw away your friendship. You can even deny the friendship. Some will be like, oh, we're not friends. We just talk. We just talk once a while. We're not friends. You're no longer friends anymore. Yeah, why would you be friends? Because now you have an opportunity to answer misses and you must grab it at all costs. So yeah, it's generally expected or naturally expected that a friend should be kind to you, should also be interested in protecting you or doing things that, favors you as friends. But it is more demanding, it is more obligatory, let me put it like that, on a man to protect the wife than it is a friend to a friend. So if you can care less about your the emotional state of your wife, should a friend care more than her than you should? Alhamdulillah, there are friends who are doing this. There are men moving mad to their wife's friend, and there are friends who are friends enough to say no. even if you are the last man on earth. No. So these are like the major things. It's more, but these are the two that always off me. My favorite stance on polygyny is that the man weighs the consequences, the potential advantages and disadvantages of the action he intends to take. Stay away from it if the advantages underweighs the disadvantages. Because what is the point if what you're venturing into has more disadvantages than advantages? Why should you go into it? Anyways, I know those of you who have made up your mind to be whatever you want to be, to make whatever choice or decision you want to make, will go ahead anyways. But I am pro positive polygyny, and I would always bring forth and recommendations that I feel would drive towards a healthy and positive polygyny in the society. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.